Hello and welcome everyone to the 1v1 Facebook Cup Finals. I'm your host today, Dark Dagger, Community Manager for Mushroom Wars. As always, it's been a long time since I've been here, but I'm happy to be here, talking with you guys and being able to showcase these games. There was a Facebook mini cup. Just a little bit about this cup. It was a Facebook mini cup that Jeanette decided to run, and I think there were 18 players that had participated, and we are down to the final 3 today. So, who do we have today is the question, and who's going to be playing? So we have Kristoff as Undebar. We have Khalid as Game of Soul. And we have, lastly, Israel as Patty. So those will be the 3 players participating today. They will be playing best of 5 round robin style to determine who's going to take home the prizes. The prizes today will be 1,000 gems for first place and an in-game trophy, community trophy, 700 gems for second place, and for third place will be 300 gems. Really quick, I'm going to go over the rules. It's going to be, the starting map's going to be D3 on Conquest mode. Of course, Tournament mode needs to be turned on. The player who loses the match will set up for the next match and be able to pick any map that they want. There is a limit to how many heroes you can play, or how many times you can play a hero. You can only play a hero twice per matchup. So that means if you play Rudo twice, you can't play Rudo again in the subsequent games. And since these are best of 5, we're at least going to see 2 different heroes from each player. Of course, also best of 5 means that there's going to be at least 9 matches today and up to 15. And I think that's it for the rules. Oh yes, there's one more rule. You cannot play a hero that your opponent doesn't have. And I believe that some players today do not have Boggy or what was the other one? I forget. Scar. So we might not see those heroes today, unfortunately, but it's still going to be great games nonetheless. And yeah, so really quick, I'm just going to see if everyone's ready, and we'll get into it. Also, really quick, I'm just going to say hello to everyone in the chat who's joined us right now. We have Inipta. I can't really say that name, but Inipta, welcome. Probably butchering that alive. But thank you for coming. Elsh, also, thank you for being here. It's great to see you here, especially this late at night for you. I know the other side of the world, it's sometimes it's hard to to make these early events for me, but late night events for you. Also, Hidden, welcome, and everyone else also that's tuning in. Thank you for coming. All right, so we're getting this first invite of the day. Here we go. So we have D3. Looks like Game of Soul's going to pick the blue position. Just going to wait for them to ready up, and looks like they are. Yeah. So interesting. I don't think they need to mirror, but it looks like they're going to mirror here. And play Lunar Warrior Chia. Lunar Warrior Chia. It was the event that happened a few months ago. All right, so we have an emoji from Game of Soul here. Looks pretty standard openers. They had more or less the same opener. Looks like Undebar, he has a little bit of a better hold on the middle there, that upper middle, and now he's kind of expanding. Game of Souls pushing in now, pushing in on the top, and yeah, Undebar didn't put enough troops in there to hold it. Typically in this map we see that you're not able to hold that building, but if he pushed forward, maybe he could have kept that. And now again, we have Game of Soul at the bottom. He's just getting his power, and ooh, nice fourth there, double fourth. I mean, it was a little bit late for Game of Soul on that fourth. Could have been timed just a tad quicker, and he would have been. It would have been perfect, because he would have been. Would have had that tower at zero units. But Game of Soul, he's doing a great job at doing multiple attacks, like in the top and the bottom, and keeping Undebar really distracted here. And you see again, he's going for the top, and then he's going for the bottom. He's just doing a lot, but it looks like it's not going to pay off because of the morale. The morale difference, the morale shift. Game of Soul is just, he was attacking a lot, and you see that he has a lot of, he doesn't have any morale now, and Undebar just takes advantage of that and just keeps going at him. Keeps just coming, and doesn't look very good for Game of Soul right now. Yeah, it's not looking good. It's like 400 units to 100. Yeah, it's just that's over at this point. We can see if he can muster anything together, but he knows it. He quits. So that goes game 1 to Wu Undebar. Just gonna wait for another update here. Again, hi to everyone that's joined me in the chat. Chaos, welcome. Glad to see you here as always. And Chinny, oh, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so wonder what Game of Soul he's gonna pick for his next map. I mean, I like some. Ooh, oh yeah, this is one of my ones that I like. It's kind of rushy, but it might not be a rush. I wonder what strategy he's gonna use here. I've seen some deadly strategies with Wilford, just dropping, building a forge right away, but it looks like he's going Klotz. He's going for Klotz. And again, Undebar, he's just mirroring whatever Game of Soul does. Let's see what they do. Do they rush? Don't they rush? It looks like Game of Soul sending some units. Oh, he's rushing. He's rushing. Does it work? Oh, 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 he pops all of those buildings. That was great. That was so good. And you see Undebar, he didn't get the forge, but he's still holding on, and he has morale, so he might be able to hold on to this. He might be able to hold on to this. Where Game of Soul is just pushing and pushing. Oh, ooh, ah. Yeah, no, I think that was a mistake right there from Undebar by moving out that one tap, that 125 tap. I think that was a mistake to lose that building. I think he would have been able to defend that. I think he would have been able to defend that if he just stayed in there. But yeah, no, that was a rush from Game of Soul. It's a nice rush. It was an interesting rush because it's not typically the rush that I see on that map. I normally see everyone go for the very top building, and then just load all the units in there and then expand out to the opponent's side. But he didn't do that. He just went straight for the buildings, and that was very interesting for me to see. I don't think I've seen that very much on that map. Whew. So it is now 1-1 for both players here, and now it's Undebar to choose the next map. And it looks like we're going to D77. We got our Einer. Elsh, you're getting your Einer. You're getting your Einer. Good stuff for you. I'm sure you're excited. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. We'll see if we get a rage here. So this is interesting. It's the first non-mirror Game of Soul choosing Pixo instead of Einer. See if that yields any better strategy or different strategy. Looks like Undebar not moving. I'm a little bit confused by this. Oh, he's going straight for the King of the Hill. He's going straight for the King of the Hill. He wants to start that countdown. I can't say that I've ever actually seen someone do this. This is interesting. This is really interesting for me. He goes, yeah, and he locks Game of Soul in there with 54 units. That's rough. That's really rough. I think Undebar, since he expanded to that King of the Hill, he might be able to. I mean, his countdown is already going really fast, and he didn't lose any King of the Hills there. He got it down to 1 unit, and he just wasn't able to take it. So yeah, this looks like an easy game for Undebar. And yep, Game of Soul knows it. He just quits. Wow, that was actually something I have never seen before. Because those are newer maps, and they're not as well strategized in the community and not well discussed. And that was an amazing strategy. Like I don't think I would have thought of that. Like I think I would have been like, oh, the tower's gonna kill too many units there. But no, he was able to take it. That was amazing. That was an amazing strategy. Nice. To answer your question, Chinny, there is not a map pool. It's just any map. And it looks like we are two for Undebar and 1 for Game of Soul. So will we go to a game 5 is the main question here. Does Game of Soul have a strategy on a map? Really good. You know, these are the worst parts of a cup, or the hardest parts of a cup. I know as a player myself, Seeing your games on stream, it is so nerve-wracking and so stressful, so I can understand maybe what these players are going through right now. And just like, you know, the decisions that need to be made are just, there's so many of them, and so you know, in every little thing, you know, you overthink kind of, and you just like you need to just like calm down. And I know some other people that always have that issue with cups. So it's better for them to not have a stream, but it's interesting to see what players perform in these cups better under such pressure. So we see another map. It could be a rush map, but there's ways to defend against it. So it'd be interesting to see if they do rush. I typically see rushes like they'll load in the village next to the enemy side forge. But I wonder if they'll do that this time. Looks like Game of Soul just expanding. Actually, both of them are expanding, so none of them are going for the rush here. They're just trying to get their buildings on their side. Undebar fails at first to get that forge. It probably won't cost him, but he needs to protect that forge. My Game of Soul is loading up units and that village. Yeah. Oh, Undebar, he's not going to protect that forge, so he's not going to keep it. And he tried to go for the middle, but it just didn't work out because he lost the forge. And now Game of Soul is just going straight in. Not much Undebar can do here. Yeah, he knows it, and he quits. So that's 2-2, I believe. 2-2. So we're going to a game 5 here. First game 5 of the day. And we got an invite here. Interesting. Duplex 7. So this also could be a rush, but it's interesting. He chose conquest mode, so it's not as of a rush map as it would be if it wasn't conquest mode, because of the towers being removed in the other modes. So I wonder if he's going to rush or not. Maybe he's trying to get a quick second here, Uti with Uti. And what basically that ability does is it links the troop count between two of your buildings. So he might try to snag that upper 15 level 4 and then use his second. I mean, that's what I'm predicting he's gonna do. But actually, it doesn't look like he goes for that. It doesn't look like he goes for that. He just goes to expand. Just standard openings. Game of Soul already going back for that tower. And Game of Soul is also going for a quick attack there at the bottom. Doesn't get it because Undebar uses his second. Again, that second, I knew that was going to come into play somewhere in here. That was pretty much the strategy for this map. I think it would have been nice if he did do the rush. He might have gotten it. He might have done something sneaky there. But it's still anyone's game here. Undebar has morale. The Game of Soul coming in with the 4th, and that's just gonna punish Undebar. Yeah, that was an amazing fourth. And not much Undebar could do to defend because he had used his abilities previous. So that game 5 goes to Game of Soul. Uh, so now we're gonna have Patty and Game of Soul play. Say hi to the chat again. Yes. Yes. Hi, Gum. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in. Glad to see you here. Welcome. Привет. H7 Chinny is the host of this cup, this mini cup. She took it upon herself to engage with the Facebook community and was able to get 18 players for this cup and from the Facebook group, and they've been playing, I believe, for the past almost 2 weeks. I believe a week and a half maybe. On their own time, and now we've just come down to the final few participants, the final 3 participants today. Yeah, Klotz got that 4th. It was a good 4th. I'm just seeing what's going on with our players here. Oh, and looks like we're getting an invite now. So, again, D3 Conquest, and it looks like Patty is gonna go with Trini. And so Game of Soul, it's up to him to see what he wants to do here. He's gonna go Kree. Be an interesting matchup. I think Game of Soul, he's gonna try to use his first a little bit, and maybe he'll take more center control. But with Patty being Trini, he might use the bees, and he might be able to get a better attack off. But we'll see how it plays out. The Game of Soul, ooh, he does not get that building in the back right away. Doesn't matter too much. It looks like he has a little bit of a morality advantage, but it's pretty much still anyone's game. That didn't hurt him too much at all. Pretty standard positions at this point. But Perry building a tower. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. That's an interesting move there from Perry. But you'll see Game of Soul, he's playing more cautious, it seems, and not oh, now he goes for the big attack. Yeah, it seems as if he loaded up his front, his side, his middle more than last game with Undebar. So maybe he has a little bit more of an advantage here, being hot, fresh, just played Undebar, but yeah, now he's going for another attack. Looks like he's gonna get that forge. and he's also gonna get that village. That is so costly for Pity right now. He doesn't have a forge. He's not able to do much other than produce units. Game of Soul has double the units, but Pity still does have morale, so it's still anyone's game. This might. Oh, do I sense a comeback here? Is there a comeback? There might be a comeback because Game of Soul, he gave up their morale again. Similar to last game with Undebar. So it's still actually anyone's game here at this point. Eddie doing really well with morale, really well. He just needs to like wait it out a little bit. But he loses that forge, gets it back. Game of Soul with his second fourth of this game. Absolutely crazy. Crazy there. Uses his third again. Yeah, it's still, this is still so close, but it looks like with that attack that Pity just did, he fed too much morale to Game of Soul, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Pity right now. And Game of Soul is just doing casual attacks. And yep, Pity knows it. And he GG's out. Nice game. So next, we're going to be waiting for Pity to invite us to the next game. Hello to everyone who's tuned in. I see there's 14 of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. Always glad to to be here and stream with you guys. I know it's been a while. And to everyone else that's gonna watch this afterward, hi to you too. Hi to you too. Looks like Pity is just gonna go with a random map. That's interesting. That's interesting. Like he doesn't. He's like, no strategy. I'm just gonna go into this. I got this. I don't need a specific map. Just any random map. It's okay. It's okay. That is so interesting, and actually I think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to do. So we'll see. We'll see which one it is. Looks like we got a Kree and Pixo, and it's D10. I do not like this map, personally, but we'll see what these guys can do with it. It's very this map is very like tight. It's very tight in the middle, and let me make the game big because I forgot to do that. But yes, it's very tight in the middle there, and it's just hard to get any great attacks. But Pixo can wall jump here. He can wall jump straight through, and maybe we'll see that with some nice attacks. And Pity also has a good hero. He can use his second as well to do a nice attack. So we'll see what happens there. But I think Pixo might be the better choice here because of it's like a one path map in the middle there. I think Pixo has the better options with the second and the third, being able to counter Pity's second and third. But But yeah. And it looks like Game of Soul, he's taken control of the middle, and he's just feeding units out to the middle there, not doing too much. He builds a tower, and he's just waiting. He just waits it. Pity's getting a little bit of morale from that tower, shooting a few units, trickling down. But it looks like Pity's going to go for an attack, but without a forge, it doesn't look like that's going to do much. I don't know what he was trying to go for. Ooh, the fourth from My Soul and a second from Pity. Just didn't really work out for Pity there. My Soul, or sorry, not My Soul, Game of Soul, he has morale advantage now. Pity's gonna go in again with another attack. This time he has a forge, and he has his third. Uses it a little bit late. He still gets it. He uses it a little bit late though. In Game of Soul, he does a jump, not a wall jump. He just does a regular jump forward. Didn't get too many buildings there, but then now again he has the tower. He has the tower again, and he has a lot of morale. So kind of hard for Pity to come back from this, but there's still a chance here. He still has a few minutes, and that was such a nice invis there. Able to get that building. And Pity again, he uses his third. I would have waited there a few more seconds, or a second, because you could get more morale for defending, and he really needs the morale here to defend, since he's down on a few buildings. That would have been good. Pity here only has 4 production buildings. Game of Soul has 5. But he also has a lot more buildings in general, like towers and the forge. But Game of Soul is not giving up anything. He's using his fourth. He's been feeding units forward. He's just not giving up. Quick early third from Pity and second. And he gets the tower. Still anyone's game, and this there's the win condition of the double buildings, but currently neither of them have double buildings more than each other, so it oh my goodness. We see some major action going on right now. Game of Soul trying to go for the forge. He gets it, but it's not really going to work out for him too well. And now the morale has turned in Pity's favor, and if he goes all out in the middle there, he can take everything. That was crazy. That was a crazy double move there. Game of Soul emptying all his front buildings. That was an interesting move there. But it was critical for him that happened. Pity balance his turn, and Pity now he just needs to defend his village or his towers for a few seconds before attacking. It looks like it's going to be a tie here. Dude, they got 20 seconds to make something happen. 20 seconds to make something happen here. Let's see what Game of Soul's last effort is. Trying to get that one last village. He does get it for a second, but he's probably gonna keep it. So yeah, it looks like there's a tie game here. Tie game. Our first tie game. And I know in an event of a tie, the rules state that the player that hosted it will host again, but I I don't recall if the tie results in a point for anyone. Hidden 7, if you're here, can you clarify that? Does it count as a point for anyone if they uh, tie? But yeah, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. So I'm just gonna say that it's still gonna be 1-0. My soul being up, or sorry, my soul. I keep saying my soul. Game of Soul being up 1 point here. Yes. So again, we have another random map from Petty. He's choosing Chia, and Game of Soul is choosing Klotz here. Typical rush map, quick early rush if you can get your opponent off guard can work. No one is going for that, so it's just going to be some expands on either side. The fire on this map, first one, of course, 20 seconds, and they last 10 seconds. So if you're a calculated player, you can look at the time and you can figure out when the next fire is gonna be. It's not random. The fire's not random. Looks like Pity went for that Forge, and Game of Soul also went for Forge, and it didn't look like Game of Soul was going to get it, but he kept going for it. He got it, and then he used a quick second. So that was really nice by Game of Soul there. Really nice move, but Game of Soul, he runs straight into the fire, with that, and he loses his main as well. But he still does have that middle forge with 50 units in it, and Pity did a bad. Oh no wait, Game of Soul has Cloud. So yeah, Game of Soul did an exchange with Forge. Got Pity's Forge, and that was actually critical right there, because without that, Game of Soul would have lost that one village on that attack. And it just looks like Game of Soul is going to take this one, but we still could see a comeback. I mean, we saw kind of a comeback last game, but we'll see here. Looks like Game of Soul, he kind of exchanged Forge for the one village, but Pity, he can't do anything with that. It looks like Game of Soul, he does a lot of like exchanges or trades. He doesn't keep, when he attacks, he empties out more units in his building than he needs to. But in this case, it's been working out for him, so it's going to be interesting. Maybe it's like a placebo effect kind of. People are like, they think that their opponent's never going to do something like that. So maybe maybe he's just not expecting it. So yeah. So looks like we're going to go to game. This is going to be game 4, but Game of Soul has 2 points. Petty has 0 points. And yeah. Chinny, yeah. Petty is choosing to do random maps. So yeah, it is very interesting to see. Like that is cool. That's cool to see. Certainly. I don't typically see that in a tournament. Like I see them wanting. Oh, they forgot tournament mode. There. so they should quit. I think they know it. Yeah, they know it. Yep. So we'll see. That was the unbalanced map anyway. The graveyard map. Yeah. Ooh. Thank you to everyone who's sending the hearts in the chat as well. Appreciate you. And also everyone watching as well. Thank you for tuning in. What we're doing is round robin style bracket for the top 3 players, and at the end of this we'll crown our winners. This is our second matchup of the day, Pity versus Game of Soul. We saw earlier Undebar and Game of Soul play. Game of Soul got that first matchup. And here we're gonna see Mardio and Satoshi. Pity is not moving again, or maybe he just had a late start. I wonder what happened there. Maybe something's going on with Pity's internet. Could be something going on there. Quits gun. We'll see what happens. We're just having some discussion. Oh no. I thought it was an invite. I can't play 2v2 right now. Random maps tournament mode is on. Game of Soul, Patty. We're good to go. We're good to go. Choosing Mardio again. I wonder if Patty just didn't like the map. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think everything should be good now, though. But I actually believe that this is an unbalanced map. I mean, granted they are playing tournament mode, but I think this is an unbalanced map. I'm unsure. I'm unsure though. But basically, I know the unbalance is that in the starting buildings, the yellow side cuts across the tower. But really quick, we're just getting into the action here. It looks like Game of Soul is going in for a big push right there. He gets one building. Just gets the one building, and Pity now he gets a lot of morale from that. But he loses that one building. Looks like Game of Soul is just doing some more exchanges. Game of Soul going in again, using his first, gets that building. He just constantly keeps popping Pity's buildings. And it doesn't really matter too much for Pity. I mean, he has morale, so it's kind of equal. Even though he's down on production, doesn't matter too much. Yeah. And Pity gets building off of Game of Soul, gets another building, and he still has the morale, and yep. Just looks like Pity's going to just keep pushing, and he has the morale, and I think Game of Soul might know it at this point. But he's still fighting, But yeah, no, I think this is a banned map. I think this is a banned map, so I think it might have been a bug that it was played. Yeah, Duplex 61. Um, Let me just check that. Yeah, tournament mode. No, it's not banned in tournament mode. It's not banned in tournament mode. Maybe it was determined that it's balanced enough to be played. Um, yeah, I don't recall. I don't recall that being not banned. Because yeah, the orange side always cuts through the tower, and then the red side goes under the tower. So um, I don't think it's a balanced map. Just from that standpoint, the troop paths are different, and how they behave with going under the tower. But yeah. Also, uh, have a good night, Elsh. Have a good night. Smoochies to you. There's your kiss. There's your kiss. Um, also, welcome, Lita. Always great to have you here. Great to see you. Looks like we have 1 for Pity and 2 for Soul here. So this is match point for Game of Soul, as were the other games, but Game of Soul gets to pick his map on his match point. Yeah. So rush opening kind of from Game of Soul, and kind of like a more defensive opener from Getty. Doesn't look like it works that great for Petty. So looks like Game of Soul is going to take this with a quick rush. Yep. But yeah. So that's Game of Soul has won two matchups so far. So he's our champion today, actually. But we have to determine the second and third place matches. So we're gonna do that now. Congratulations to My Soul. Or sorry, not My Soul. I keep saying My Soul. Game of Soul. Everyone's named Soul. Everyone has a soul in their name. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, no, that one map, like I need to talk about that, because it was like I don't think that map is that balanced to be played. And as Ali is saying, the defenses are completely different on the yellow side, which I agree. Sorry, we had our first casualty, my camera. And yeah. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to see the map, but yeah. Oh yes, no, it's right. It's the first of the matchups. So we got D3 Looks like a more of a middle push from Undebar. I think that's a way better opener than Pity. But now Pity's pushing at the top, it looks like. Undebar already has his setup in the middle there. Just going for quick quick expansion there. Ooh, and Pity with the second snags the forge and gets the village. He's not able to hold the forge, but there's very few units in it. He could rush it again. And Pity also has more morale here. Undebar, he's going, just taking the tower. Maybe he's buying a little bit of his time. Maybe he's going to use his third here to do an attack. That'd be nice to see. But oh, that was perfect timing. So Undebar used his fourth, and then Pity used his third, and Undebar did it just in time where the third did not matter. So Pity wasted his third there. Nice fourth. It's still pretty even right now. I think Pity has a little bit of a better position, but he's leaving his front buildings vulnerable right now. He needs to load those top buildings up. 15 units, 17 units in that one building, not great. Undebar is going for attacks at the bottom. Maybe he just didn't see that there's just no units at the top there, but maybe it doesn't matter. Undebar gets some of the bottom buildings there, and he just keeps pushing at the bottom. It's interesting. He's not focusing at the top area at all. Just keeps going. And there's the third Chia. Pity needs to do a hard reset. Pushes from the top all the way down at the bottom there. Let's see a massive attack there. See what happens. Slows down through the rain and still gets the building. Not a lot of troops that fed almost 5 stars of morale. So it's better for Undebar. Pity can still do something here. He's down, but I don't know about these rushes he keeps doing. I don't know if they're good to do. In his position. Yeah, and at the top, Undebar finally takes advantage of that. Gets those 2 top buildings, and Pity GG's out. Yep. Oof. That was rough for Pity. It was interesting to see he kept both of them fixated on the bottom there for a long time. None of them did anything at the top. You'll see when many like very like hardcore top players play that map, like they're sending multiple attacks in both down both lanes and doing all kinds of like misdirection and super interesting strategy on that map. So we got one for Undebar, and yeah, just one for Undebar. Again, hello to everyone. Welcome. Ilal, great to see you as always. Missing your cups. you should host more comps. Anyway, we're getting back into it here. Petty and Undebar, pretty standard openers. Looks like Petty has actually no. Undebar has the better advantage here, or the better position. And he locked Petty in that one building. Now he's just trying to get these buildings. Interesting though that Undebar, he didn't upgrade, and now he might he's gonna lose that one building, and he gives up his good position. And now Petty has advantage here, and he's just gonna get a lot of morale from these attacks. Yeah. So, Petty just gonna go in, and looks like he has it. Not much Undebar can do at this point. 4 stars of morale, and yep, Undebar knows it. Yeah. I apologize about the camera. It freezes sometimes. It's a technical difficulty of mine that I have cheaper camera, so it's hard for me to always have it ready to go. Yeah. There we go. And looks like it's 1-1 right now. We have it all tied up. And again, this is basically the second and third place match. For everyone watching, these are the second and third place matches because Game of Soul already won both of his matchups. So here we go. Petty does not get that one building. That might cost him there. So Undebar, he has a little bit of an advantage here. In this, there's a slight difference in the sides here. It's not too much where it's significant in the balance, but there is a little bit of a difference in the sides, in the positions. Quick third from Undebar gets the main building, and I think that's going to be costly for Petty here. And, oh, maybe not. He uses his fourth, and I think he'll be able to get that back quite easily. So it's still kind of even right now. I still think Undebar has a little bit of a better position. Again, he has that forward tower, and then now he's pushing in for that other tower at the bottom. And Petty doesn't have any of the middle control in the top there. So he just has the one building, but he is Ankh, so he might be able to do some firsts and be able to come back here. But it's still anyone's game at this position here. And Petty also has a little bit more morale, and units at this point. They still have the same number of houses, so they're still doing the same number of production. Looks like Undebar is getting ready for another third. And he's just going to distract with the fake attack first before he's going to use his third. And yeah, there's the third. Goes for that. Ankh's second is one of the only abilities aside from Klot's second that can counter Odor's third. So very great pick there to use the second. And it looks like Petty gets one village there in Undebar's territory. Still, again, anyone's game. It looks like Petty again with better morale, and I don't know about this attack though. It might switch the balance here. Bad attack on the tower there, and Undebar uses his 4th. So that kind of just stops all his production. It's kind of Udor's 4th. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like you get better attack, or sorry, better defense, but you don't get any production that comes with those towers. So it's kind of hurts Undebar in that way as well. Now Petty has he has a building in the middle territory at the top, but he's still not. It's still anyone's game. Undebar, he's still in this. They're both still in this right now, and Undebar has a little bit more morale here. Also, yes, my camera is not moving. I'll fix it after this match. I just want to make sure I commentate this match. But yes, I know. Anyway, Petty looks like he's going for another attack. Doesn't look like he has a forge, though. So interesting. He's attacking without a forge. I typically don't see that. Undebar just empties out and then goes back in. And Petty, he kind of really invested in that, and he didn't build a forge. He didn't try to really get that building, so that was interesting. Petty, again, with the just, you know, he's just focusing on his villages. He's just standing there, sitting there, and not really doing too much. But it's interesting to see. Now he builds a forge, so he's going deep with this attack. We'll see what happens here. And now he's kind of doing a little bit of misdirection. So that's the pro play right there. That's the pro play right there. He did some misdirection. He actually was going for the top, even though he really invested in the bottom there. Again, another 3rd from Undebar. Gets that middle control back. Looks like a wasted 3rd. The units aren't going to be able to get there in time. From Petty, uses the 2nd. Able to keep his forge. That was amazing. That was an amazing move right there. Yeah. And again, another fake attack from Undebar, just trying to probably spam some mana. He's going to use his 3rd again. But it looks like this one's going to probably be a tie. We're at an even position now. Remember that you need to have double the buildings to win. So it looks like it's just going to be a tie right now. And Undebar, he does have the advantage with the morale, but it's not going to matter. Whoa, Petty. I guess Petty's just like, I'm done with this. I'm building all forges here. Interesting. That's funny. But all right, yeah. So tie game. Tie game for Petty and Undebar. So it looks like Undebar will invite again, and we're still at 1-1. And we are back. Oof. Oh, D11. Interesting. It's another one of my disliked maps. I just don't have great strategy on it. But the middle, it's going to be interesting how they do the middle village fights. Village fights there. Again, welcome to everybody that's joined us. Again, we're doing the 2nd and 3rd place matchups right now because of the round robin Game of Soul already won. So welcome. So we're just these are the final matches of today. Looks like pretty standard openings. Undebar going for quick level 2 neutral there, 10 troops, and just upgrading. Pity going for his side village, but Undebar going for the middle building. Looks like he's gonna keep it. It looks like he's gonna keep it. Yep, keeps it. He gets morale from that. This is perfect. That was perfect. Perfect from Undebar. He didn't upgrade his other internal buildings there in his back line, but it didn't really matter because Pity didn't, and Undebar also uses his second and stops the units forwarding from into that lower part there. That was a nice move. It's very rare that I would ever see Scar in a matchup like this. I think Undebar is just like, I want to flex. I want to play Scar right now. So that's a very interesting pick to play Scar, I think. Pity just not getting that one building, so it's very hard for him. He's going to use a third here, and he's going to take a back building from Undebar. Undebar is not going to be phased by it. He's just going to keep going towards the middle. Fails to really get that tower, but finally gets it. It doesn't have a lot of units in it. And Undebar still forwarding units to the front line here. Pity is now going deep for a deep attack, but it's not going to really matter because of the second there. Looks like he might get that tower, or he might not. Yeah, just short. Took out 10 units, but that was really nice from Undebar. He used the fourth there out of Pity's snake and just duplicated the units, sent them backwards. Doesn't look good for Pity here. Undebar has 3 stars of morale and a lot of units. Just launching straight into Pity's front line. Pity knows it. He GG's out. Yeah, that was... I enjoyed that game. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. Seeing Scar in a tournament, I'm happy with that. To see Scar in a tournament, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's nice. That was nice. Nice game. So it looks like... it's yeah, I just want to check the score really quick. I think it's 2 Undebar and 1 Parity, but I just want to double check. Parity Undebar. Yep. Perfect. Pity again going with random maps. Maybe that's his strategy here. Interesting. Again, great to see everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're just finishing up here. Game point for Undebar. Again, this is the 1v1 Facebook Cup, and yeah, getting into it. Typical openers from each opponent. Upgrading. Interesting to see there's a Klotz versus a Kenner here. They're like opposites of each other, like they can prevent the other. Looks like Undebar has production here, and it starts to use his turncoats, and looks like Pity knows it, and he's gonna GG out. Looks like Yeah, that was a quick game 3. Sorry, that was game 5 technically. But 3 games for Undebar winning. Congratulations to Undebar and Perdi and everyone who played today. Game of Soul, also congratulations. So it's the final ranking today is Game of Soul at first place. He got both of his wins today. He beat both Undebar and Perdi. Then in second place we have Undebar, who lost to Game of Soul and just beat Perdi. So he's going to get second place, and then third place is Perdi today, and they're going to receive 1,000 gems for first place, 700 gems for second place, and for third place, 300 gems. Thank you all for playing, and congratulations to you for making that this far. Also, first place will receive the in-game community trophy. And congratulations to Game of Soul again for making it this far. Again, there were 18 players that participated over this past couple weeks. And yeah, again, thank you guys all for coming, tuning in. I really enjoyed streaming this for you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon again, and be streaming once again. So I'll just say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for coming. Everyone else, there's too many to name, but thank you all for coming, and welcome, Julie. Also, but you missed it. But I'll catch you later, and you can rewatch the replay. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.